So it looks like LinkedIn is looking to start cracking down on the rise of AI generated content with a new button. And that button is called, seems like AI Slop. And, I think it's about time that LinkedIn started to look into this because the amount of AI slop and AI content being produced on the platform is ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I use AI all the time. I'm a big advocate for AI. However, I always talk about the importance of context in the work that you're doing. And if your content on LinkedIn is something that someone can literally copy and paste on their own platform and it has no identification that it could be from you, then it's not a good post as far as I'm concerned. And I think that this is a good thing when it comes down to tackling because it's going to be a thing that just means that you're going to have to be a lot more wiser with how you are producing content on LinkedIn. And I've been speaking about this for a long time when it comes down to the idea of the personal branding deadline on the 30th of November 2027. From when that day hits, it will no longer be a thing where personal branding alone is going to get you the opportunities that you require. Even now, in the grand scheme of things, personal branding as an actual term is becoming very overrated as an actual idea of things because it really aligns with the idea of being an influencer. And I always talk about the idea that we are not working towards the idea of being an influencer, but rather a key person of influence. And for me, that's very much synonymous with the idea of building a level of brand authority. And if you don't know what brand authority is, it is your personal brand multiplied by your business brand multiplied by your campaign brand. When those three brands align, that gives you a level of brand authority that makes you more visible and credible to your desired target audience. And if you are not positioning yourself as a key person of influence, that's going to be a lot more harder for you to cut through as far as being able to produce content is concerned, to be able to be in a position where you are able to attract more opportunities for yourself, especially revenue generating opportunities, because that's what I believe is the main aspect of you building a level of brand authority, because we don't do vanity metrics over here. We're not here for vanity metrics. We're here to build and establish successful brands using brand authority as the foundation of everything. And as far as the content is concerned, what is quite interesting is how the idea of AI slot will be considered when that button is pressed. Because from what I've read, they say that if a lot of people tend to click on that button, then it will sort of raise alarm bells and it will send like flags towards actual LinkedIn admin who can actually read the post themselves to verify if it is deemed as AI slop. And if you are someone who gets, I suppose, flagged more than a number of times, then you are at risk of losing your LinkedIn account. So, with that in mind, especially if you use LinkedIn as a client acquisition system, you're going to have to be a bit more careful with how you produce content. If you are someone who does not use AI at all when it comes down to producing their content, then this doesn't really apply to you. It's fine. But for those who are very much known to go on ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude and literally say, draft me a LinkedIn post about X or draft me a LinkedIn post about Y, and then copy and paste in the content right onto the platform, you may be in trouble and you may need to think about alternative ways of you being able to produce content. And maybe this is a good thing because it will just allow people to be a lot more inventive with their approach and to really think about what they are actually looking to produce rather than doing it more so as a tick box exercise. So let me know in the comments what you feel about this AI slot button. Do you feel that this is going to improve the way that people produce content on the platform? Do you feel it's not going to make a difference at all? Do you agree with that button? Do you plan to click this button for anyone at all? And that's interesting as well because I was reading a few posts and there was a lot of good points to say that what if people are only using that button to click to sort of flag their competitors when their competitors aren't even using the AI tools to produce their content? Where is the thin line between those who are actively using it because they are seeing AI content that is very much AI slop compared to those who don't really want to see their competitors thrive, and they're using it as a way to potentially get them flagged or even worse, removed from the platform altogether. For me, it's an interesting time as well, but I will keep you in the loop and keep you updated with any other additional bits in relation to AI, LinkedIn, and all those particular things as it comes through as well. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace out. Look after yourself.